that's what I understand. Being consistent is not easy today, especially in today's world. I've seen a lot of learners, and I appreciate the efforts that you're taking. All of us are learners. I'm happy that we are able to connect this way. And for me also, the journey has been very long. I've also had my pitfalls. Even now, I will not call myself an expert. I'm still learning. And I'm happy to be. What I feel about you is, from what you've told me, just a bit of your life, you had all the, maybe the pitfalls or the discouraging remarks, the cultural aspects, whatever it was. It's more about the consistency, the decision, and the interest that developed into passion. Request for a conversation. It's my pleasure.
And it's same here. I was inquisitive to have a chit chat with you for multiple reasons.
You could give me a brief introduction about yourself and then go on. Yes.
Frankly speaking, because I have been doing these kinds of conversations for a long, and
Mm-hmm.
I had never felt like becoming nervous. But today I'm exactly having the similar kind of feeling, like my heart is going pit to pat. Uh, like the kind of like when I first time I joined this professional kind of platform, because I started my journey on YouTube. Actually, I shouldn't take my journey as being on YouTube. I'm a learner here, and one fine day I accidentally stumbled upon one video where I saw that people they learn this way, they work on their language, and that was a professional kind of platform. So
Okay.
it took me 2, 3 months to come up to that decision. And at this time, I'm feeling very nervous, frankly speaking. I'm going through the
No,
exactly
don't.
similar kind of feeling which I had been through for my initial couple of months. Okay, I begin with my introduction first. Okay, I
Yes,
want
yes.
to,
Please go on. Please go on. See, in
yeah.
spite of the nervousness, you're able to speak well. That's what I'm surprised about. And that's what we need to give the learners how to do it. Even when you're nervous, how can you manage? Okay, please go on. It's a pleasure
Yes,
listening to you. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. My name is Kavaljit. I hail from Jalandhar, a small city of mighty Punjab. I'm a working woman, and for the last over a year, I have been working on my language as well as communication skills, both. I'm hardly left with any leisure time, but if I it happens to have any spare time with me, I used to spend that time, quality time with my plants. I'm an ardent, you can say, plant lover. So this way my days goes on, because now whenever I'm coming back from my work, I used to spend time on having these kinds of conversations. Initially I joined a professional kind of platform where I took the classes from the professionals in the very beginning. So because of course these are paid sessions, though may not be, money might not be a big criteria, but the moment you get to know that the people they have the option of talking to each other on this platform, then I started going that way also. And because I'm a learner, whatever I learn, I then keep on making small videos. Of course, these are not the kind of, yeah, I always pose myself that I'm a learner and I have learned this thing, and now I'm presenting it before you in the form of a video. So my journey is going this way. Uh, Learning English has always been inside my mind since beginning in the sense, I think from my college days. But
Mm.
and that also for different reasons. But when I took up this decision of working on my language about a year back, so at that time, I took up this decision because I'm a kind of person who believes that we all have got just one life, and we shouldn't die with the regrets. It's all personal approach. It's my kind of approach. And because I have always been scared of this language for different reasons. like when I was in the college, and my group of friends, they had taken their education from some branded schools, English medium schools, and I took up my education from a government school. And English is not our language; it's a language of the foreigners. You can say we all talk to each other, and even the medium of instruction is always our local language. My mom was a government school teacher, and being eldest in the family, I didn't have that kind of exposure as well, because if you are at number 2 or 3 in the family, then you might have seen your elder brothers or sisters. But when you are the eldest one in the family, and being the daughter in a middle class family, and that family of some semi urban kind of background, where the birth of the girls at that time was not appreciated that much, so I grew up as a child with low self-esteem. But that thing continued even after moving from my primary school to the high school. But again, the problem was that I was from a local language kind of person who didn't know anything about English, and my rest of the class fellows, they were studying this subject from the very first LKG, UKG, and I haven't had any idea what this LKG and UKG means, because it was always in the Punjab kind of in government schools, pehli, dusri, tisri, chauthi, and panchvi, and it is done. So
Okay.
I took my education in that format. So, I mean, English never stopped chasing me. It was not me who was chasing English, rather, English kept on chasing me. And in the beginning, I used to be scared of, and this journey went on even after leaving college, into the university. Leaving the university, I could not come up with, I could not take that complex out of my mind. Even after, because I am a science person, I have few questions for you also regarding English language. Suppose if I
Sure.
want to tell somebody that I'm a science person, should I say I'm a science graduate? Because in our system of education, graduate mean, if you are studying in first year, second year, third year, it means you are doing graduation. And once
Yeah.
you enter into the masters, so you are doing post graduation. But if we go to the definition of graduation in as per the dictionary, so it means that says that anybody whosoever gets any degree from the university. So in the midway, in the middle of my story, I was narrating you my story, but I don't want to give it a miss. Suppose the session is over and that question stays in my mind.
Yeah.
That if I want to say somebody that I'm a science person, what should I say? I'm a science graduate.
Yes, according to our system, and so even if you're talking on an international platform also, this is the norm, this is the system that we follow. So when it comes to the college days, yeah, graduation, you've completed 3 or 4 years, doesn't matter, you're a graduate. If it's a professional college, you have to mention what it is. I've done this specific. So if science is your background, if that's your stream, you can say, I'm a graduate in what? In what? In maybe in physics or in chemistry, or if it's something else. So you can mention the degree also. But when you go to an international platform, don't worry, they will always ask for the transcript of the degree that you have got, because it varies with countries and with the system, educational system. We don't say you're a science person. Okay, you can say that I have a liking for science, that's different, or I have an affinity, a flair for learning science. But you can say I'm a graduate in so and so, I've completed this in so and so. That will be specific and clear.
That way, it means graduation justifies whatever degrees I have attained.
Yes, you've completed your your college years, 3 or 4 years. For some it's 2, for some it's 3, for some it's 4. It depends. Then
But
definitely you've completed your
beyond that,
graduation.
if I have completed my degrees beyond that graduation,
Post-graduation. Then you have
yeah,
to say I'm a postgraduate. So mention the latest degree that you have taken. And even if you have done doctorate, you have to say I'm a doctorate in this particular subject.
okay.
Yeah.
So that
Yes.
way, I was speaking wrong, in the incorrect way, that I'm a science person or I'm a graduate in science. So
So
graduation,
you have a liking. Sorry to interrupt. You have a liking for science. So even if you say I'm a science person, so somebody so inquisitive could ask, "Oh, science person means what have you done? Post graduation, doctorate?" Then you say, "I've completed my doctorate or I've completed my post graduation." Conversation will go on. Don't worry.
okay.
Yeah.
So this way, like then from my school, college, university, then I entered into the professional platform, and I have been teaching for so many years. But even at that time, and because I'm a science person, I used to teach in the English medium, but vocabulary was just confined to my subject only, because
Okay.
teaching some subject in English medium and talking to somebody at random, conversation in English, is these are all different, altogether different things. So
Yeah.
though I was master in my subject, but at the same time, I was at a very low level so far as conversation in English was concerned. Though in Punjab, it is not that much needed. Like at my work front, I'm okay with whatever knowledge I have so far as this language is concerned. But with the passage of time, because as I said it earlier, that I don't want to die with the regrets. Okay. So that fear was there. And now I took up a decision that I want to get rid of this fear. Why, if I can attain so many degrees and I can be successful at my professional end, then I should keep on moving ahead with this kind of complex that I can't
Yeah.
converse in the society when there is some that kind of environment where you are to converse in English only. So that complex was
Right.
there in
Right.
my mind. So, so this is the reason behind coming on this platform. Like it took me so many months to come up to this decision. And initially, when I started taking these my classes from the professionals on a professional platform, I didn't disclose this to anybody. But because my
Okay.
journey started from some this kind of video, then just to teach myself, like if this is my first video, this is my second video, in what way I, joined my when I joined my first session, the in what way my journey is going. So that was the
Yeah.
reason of posting my videos on this platform. Otherwise, I'm not a YouTube kind of person also. But because
Okay.
now I have been posting since long. So people sometimes use this word, but I feel being a YouTuber is something, YouTuber in a real sense. Yes, I'm a learner. I'm posting my videos. I'm fetching just very few views also. But it's a sort of, you can say, it is, my videos are narrating my journey of learning. For me, this
Right.
means that much only. But yes,
Yeah.
yes, when you take up something in your hand and you're putting in efforts, it's a common kind of thing. Like it's not that I'm because I have already crossed a threshold at my professional end. It's not that I'm dependent upon YouTube, but once you attain some status, then it becomes a matter of concern for you also, that if I'm doing something, I'm putting in efforts, people around me, they know me. And if the things are not working in a reasonably good manner, so that sometimes pinches you. So, because
Okay.
it's a kind of simple conversation video for me, no, because I left taking my sessions from the professionals long back, uh, 8 9 months back. I think, I guess. So then that thought was there in my mind. Then I went through your videos, per chance. And because when I was on Clapingo, per chance I couldn't have I was not having the idea about the tutors also. So suppose I'm sitting to book my session, whosoever suited me as per my time schedule, I used to click on that and book my sessions. So that my journey went that way. After attaining some knowledge, and now in the current scenario, I have now that knowledge, that how to book the sessions and what kind of things should be there in your mind, that you are to choose a particular tutor for some specific reasons. But when I had my journey, I didn't have any idea of that sort. So your face is quite familiar. You are in a real sense a successful YouTuber. And the thing is, undoubtedly, you converse so well. I have gone through your videos after leaving my that platform.
Okay.
During that journey, I never came across like you as a tutor or booking my sessions. No, because it used to happen at random. So that was there
Got
in my
it.
mind when I watched that you have a YouTube channel and you keep on uh, uploading valuable contents. Then I went through one or two videos and I really found your contents very valuable. I remember I then started noting down few, because whenever I watch some videos now, what do? Even the simple sentences you speak, or even other learn expert if speaks, I keep on rewinding that video, that in what way that simple sentence was spoken, what kind of words this person has used to convey whatever is the gist of that content. And so that way you are there in my mind. And today I'm sitting before you, but again I'm feeling, having the same kind of sensation and the feeling which I had when I was on that platform couple of months back. So
Okay, so
here I
that's
am.
great to listen to your learning journey. So, what I feel is there was some sort of interest. You told me that you came up with a low esteem. You grew up with the low self esteem, but there was a decision that sprouted, and the decision led to consistency. Okay, whether it is reading, studying, or having a conversation, whatever it is, the decision is consistent and you have been at it for quite some time. And that is why you're able to easily manage conversation. Why do we work on a language? It's for expressing. So I can see the
Sorry,
ease with
sorry.
which.
Excuse
Hi,
me.
who's that?
This is my pet, and she always remains
Hello.
around me.
Wow,
Sometimes it
cute.
starts creating problem.
What's its name? Is it a
It's
he or she?
Alu. Alu, typical Punjabi name, Alu. Potato.
Alu.
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay,
Alu.
sorry.
Great. Okay, fine. So that's what I understand. Being consistent is not easy today, especially in today's world. I've seen a lot of learners and I appreciate the efforts that you're taking. All of us are learners. I'm happy that we are able to connect this way. And for me also, the journey has been very long. I've also had my pitfalls. Even now, I will not call myself an expert. I'm still learning. And I'm happy to be working with a lot of people. There are a lot of people who are deprived of education, of even reading English books or anything in English, but the effort they take just awes me, the way they keep at it. But there are other learners, on the other hand, who've got everything, but they keep saying, no, I'm not able to do it because of that, this, and all. So, what I feel about you is, from what you've told me, just a bit of your life, you had all the, maybe the pitfalls or the discouraging remarks, the cultural aspects, whatever it was. It's more about the consistency, the decision, and the interest that developed into passion. I think that's more than enough to learn anything, to master anything today in today's life.